Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Prihaspati, be the best version of yourself. Having said that, today we are going to talk more about self grooming, that is, of yourself, and ourselves. So, I'm Sneha Pranav. In this session, we are going to discuss more about the importance of self groom everywhere in this busy schedule, in this beautiful world. We all hear and go through some certain things called self groom, self groom, self groom. Let us see what actually self grooming is all about. And in this session, we are going to talk more about what we do, how the self grooming matters a lot, what kind of self grooming improve your personality, and it gives you confidence. Without further delay, let's quickly get into your video. Before that, I strongly request you all, if anybody is not requested, is not subscribed to my channel, I request you all to subscribe to my channel, like, share, and subscribe, and hit the small bell icon which is next to the button called subscribe. Yeah, for upcoming videos and to know more. Provided if you feel this video is very productive for you and our channel is very much enjoy free. Yep. Okay, having said that, in this today's fast-paced world, self-grooming has evolved from a mere routine to an essential aspect of personality, identity, and self-expressions. Whatever it is preparing for important, or be it like for a meeting or for a social gathering or simply enhancing one's day-to-day appearance, grooming plays a vital, or I can say like a pivotal role in how we present ourselves to the world. In this particular video, you are the multi-facilitated world of self-grooming. We are going to discuss all it about it, and also we are discussing its importance, essential practices that we are supposed to do that consistently, and then next thing is like the impact it can have and self-esteem and this confidence. By delving into the practical tips of common pitfalls in doing this self grooming, we aim to empower individuals to embrace their personal grooming journeys, ultimately fostering a great or the greater sense of well-being and self-assurance. Having said that, let us see what is self grooming, about the introduction about self grooming. When it comes to introduction, always we discuss about the definition, isn't it? When it comes to definition, self grooming is the art of taking care of oneself. I can say in very nominal words, or I can define self grooming something like self grooming is the art of taking care of yourself. And no, we are not just taking or talking about the slapping on deodorant and calling it a day. It's not like that. It contains everything from personal hygiene and to styling your hair trimmed, and those pesky nails that needs to be chopped properly, and even the official skincare rituals that you follow regularly. Think of it as an act of self love mixed with a sprinkle of vanity. When it comes to vanity, let's be very honest to us, a dash of social survival, hasn't it? So it's about preserving the best version, or you can tell like you're presenting yourself in a better version of yourself to the world, all while avoiding the things which are, for example, just rolled out of the bed, and we look like if if you just you look shabby. Instead of that, you just trim yourself and you look very beautiful in front of the people. So having said that, we have seen the definition of self grooming, and the next thing we'll be seeing, we will be considering what is the history behind it. History behind self grooming, yes. Self grooming is not something that we follow in modern generation. It is always there from, if you say, from the ancient days. So we are going to talk about that. Having said that, believe it's not human have been self grooming themselves for centuries, long before the advent of selfies or TikToks or anything. Ancient Egyptians were known for their elaborate and most beautiful grooming rituals, which included wigs, perfumes, and even depilations, and also some kind of foods they used to eat to keep themselves very young and energetic and to look so young. Fast forwarding a few thousand years, and you will find that grooming has always been tied to social status and cultural norms, whether it was the powered, or I can say like powered wings of we can say like powered wings of 18th century or grunge look of 90s. Self grooming has reflected social trends in their own way during that time. So next time you debating over that quickly or quickie hairstyle, just remember you have a part of a long lineage of folks who have cared about you to uh, how they look, isn't it? So having said that, now you know the history behind it, and you also discussed about what is the definition of self groom. Now we are moving into the importance of personal grooming. The first thing for the importance I would like to quote here is impact of self groom. Impact of self groom. So once you may groom yourself beautiful, you feel so confident. See, one day all of a sudden you wake up and you go and see your face in front of the mirror. You're all dull. You yourself personally feel low. All of a sudden you self groom yourself, and your most favorite shirt or pant or any kind of dresses or any kind of hairstyle, you just get in front of the mirror and you just check yourself how you feel yourself internally, isn't it? So having said that, let's face it, when you look good you feel good. Personal grooming can be a powerful booster shot for your self-esteem thinking. Same when it comes to self-esteem, in upcoming videos we can see or we can talk more about self-esteem. So let's quickly jump back to self-grooming. Think about those days when you put an extra effort, you know that the time you actually style your hair instead of tossing on a basketball cap. You walked around like you own the place, isn't it? So regular grooming can help cultivate a passive self-image, leading to a confident stride and perhaps a little extra bounce in your step. So, if you are looking for a mood lift, a simple grooming session might be just what the therapist ordered. That is how you're going to do your self grooming at the beginning, and it is the impact that you need to understand. The second thing is like social and professional benefits. When you groom yourself, it's not just about feeling good. Personal grooming has the tangible benefits in your social and professional settings. Research suggests that people often make assumptions about others based on their appearance. The first look always matters, right? So a polished look can lead to more positive interactions when it's landing that big client presentations or simply making a good impression at a party, or you can tell like some client presentations or anywhere wherever you are going. A polished look can lead to more positive interactions, isn't it? So let's be real, showing up with a, I'm not telling you to just apply most of the makeup and all. No, self grooming is apart from makeup, what you can do for yourself. So having said that, we are not only concentrating on just giving them bunches of powder coated powders or lipstick. So not that like that. So instead, you just well-groomed appearance indicates that you are caring the people, you care people, and people do notice and love to talk to you. Just imagine a person is coming to you and he is very much talented, but if he had a bad breath, will you stay with him or her for 2 minutes or a 1 minute? No, it's very hard, right? So they should have a proper oral care. That is also a part of self groom. So having said that, if you want to be the version or the person that remember at the office or at the life or at a party or anywhere, bit a grooming goes a long way. So having said that, now we will see what are the practices that we need to do for essentially for grooming. The first thing is daily grooming practices. It's not like always consistency is the key. Having said that, daily grooming routine is most important when it comes to self grooming. Not only for self grooming, for anything to succeed, that consistency is matters a lot. Daily grooming is like brushing your teeth, essential and non-essential. You are supposed to do unless you enjoy or no. You're supposed to brush your teeth twice a day, and this usually includes a few key activities like showering twice a day, brushing your teeth twice a day, a skin care, hair care, and maybe spirits of your lovable favorite fragrances, maybe the perfumes or something which you use. It specifies many very depending on your lifestyle, but establishing a daily routine that you actually enjoy will help you stay consistent. And remembering, self grooming doesn't have to be time consuming. A few minutes a day can help put your best foot forward without requiring a degree in cosmetology. For example, I'm not telling you to from the moment when you wake up from 24 hours. I'm not asking you to spend much of your time. Just give few minutes, or maybe the few hours, not few hours also. It's not needed. Just for a screen. So that kind of self grooming is what going to give you the best version of yourself. Next, second thing that I want to quote here is like seasonal grooming considerations. Seasonal grooming considerations. You ask me what is that? All the seasons change. Yes, in winter you cannot go and use the dresses which you use for summer, isn't it? So having said that, grooming also needed as the season changes. So too, grooming also changes, right? The routine is supposed to be changed. In summer, we won't wear any clothes which are very, which sustains more cold, or any jackets and all. In summer, no, sorry, I'm mismatched. In summer, we are not going to wear any jackets and all. When it comes to winter, we are not going to wear any kind of very transparent dresses because we have to cover ourselves as per the season. Having said that, skincare products also need to be changed, like hair cutting braises with the wind. And while winter may require extra hydration and cozy grooming habits like a moisturizer, so you don't get split skins. And plus, let us not forget about those seasonal fashion trends that might suggest a fresh style, and paying attention to these seasonal shifts will help you stay relevant and facing. And you look so fabulous. Trust me, you look so beautiful if you follow these secrets. Next thing is grooming tools and products. What kind of products you can use? You cannot go for more chemicals and end up with something else with the health disorders or skin disorders. Instead of that, you can go for certain things which are suitable for your skin care. And you can also take some tips from the dermatologists or from the doctors who can help you on it. If it is the basic things and it's a natural thing, and dermatologist or the benefits also, it's not that needed. And those things that fit in you, those things that are not going to harm you, those natural foods or natural things you can use. So having said that, must have grooming tools, I'll tell you. Let's talk about tools. Yes, tools we need. No, not ones at a home depot, like we have that spanner or no, we need how you chop your nails. For chopping your nails you need the nail cutter, and for trimming your hair you need some trimmer. So I'm talking about those two tools when it comes to grooming tools. We are focusing on essential grooming gadgets that can make your life whole lot easier and save your time. Now in this beautiful modern world, we have everything modernized and quick, and it happen in a fraction of time. So a quality of razor or a trimmer or a appellator to remove that hairs and all, a good hairbrush to tweezers or straighteners, curlers, and nail chippers and non are mandatory for people. So depending on your routine, you might also want to invest in small things like a blow dryer, face roller, or even a derma roller. It's not more necessary, but the basic things which are necessary, you start investing on it. The second thing which I want to tell you is about choosing those right products that you need. Products is must, but what kind of products you're going to choose is more important. Having said that, now that you have got the tools, let's chart for the start purchasing the products. The world of grooming product is vast of shampoos, conditioners, lotions, serum, galor. So the list will go on. So having said that, choosing the right ones can feel overwhelming, but it's all about matching your skin type, hair texture, and personal preferences. Also, you should understand certain medicines are not good for you, certain combinations which are available in that cream that you need to read first before you purchase it. So it's more important for you. Sometimes you like the curly hair, that curler creams, or whatever you like. So always explore, experiment before you use it, and enjoy the journey to finding your grooming favorites. But don't fascinate yourself. Just people say, it worked out for me, you go for that. No, you personally take a small and small bit of pieces and try it on patchwork. Try it as a patchwork. If it is going nice for you, you can test it later and you can utilize it for next upcoming years or days, however you are comfortable with. Next, now we are going to talk about grooming tips for different skins and hair types. As we say, skin care for various skin types is more important. Let us face it, our skin is unique as our Netflix preferences. No, right? It's not unique. It's something like a different things, and they have very. It's like we though it is a unique, we cannot tell like everybody have different kind of preferences in their body. So whether you are sporting oily, dry, combination or sensitive skin, there is a specific skincare routine which needs to be followed. For oily skin, look for lightweight, for oil-free moisturizers, acne fight ingredients like anything, for example, salicylic acid. If your skin leans more towards a Sahara Desert than hydrating creams, yeah, the chip skin needs to be fine, right? So for that time, you can use like hydrating creams packed with hyaluronic acid or some other things which are good for your which work as a combination of skin barrier and which also balance the gentle cleansings, right? So those kind of moisturizers you can work for. Then when it comes to hair care tips for diverse hair tips, so our growing glory and sometimes is always not sometimes is always is our hair. You can make yourself pretty just by changing a second or fraction of your hairstyle and it looks very good on you. So having said that, our ultimate nemesis is our hair. So different type of people have different type of hair and different love languages. Got straight hair, lightweighted hair. Some people they like very long hair. So colors also differ. So we are supposed to take lightweight serums, good oil brushes, and make sure you use the same comb which are very comfortable for you. Conditioner, shampoos, oil, how you keep your hair hydrated, what kind of foods you intake. So everything matters a lot. Next thing which I'm going to talk about here is the role of self grooming and self confidence. We already discussed sometime earlier about self confidence, but in upcoming days we will be talking much more things about self grooming, self esteem. So don't miss out. Please do subscribe to my channel, wherein you will get all the notification about all those topics in upcoming days. So coming back, let's be very honest. Grooming isn't about looking good. It's about feeling great inside and outside. By investing time in your appearance, you're sending a powerful message to yourself. Look out to the world. I have got this. The simple act of grooming can elevate your mood, boost your self-esteem, and even improve how you look yourself. That confidence it is more for you when you start doing it, and certainly it is like putting in confidence of to the peaks all of a sudden, because when you look good you feel good, and you always do extra when you are very much energetic. When it comes to grooming and first impressions, how you present yourself, you know what they say, the first impression lasts longer than the smell of burnt popcorns in the microwave, isn't it? So, having said that, your grooming habits are often the front line of those initial encounters, whether you are entering a job interview or going on a date. Well groomed individuals often exclude confidence and competences. A polished appearance can be just the tickle or the ticket to unlock all the opportunities. So don't underestimate the power of a fresh haircut and a well kept beard, and for men especially splash of your favorite fragrance. Remember, you only get one chance to make them first impression, so make it good. It counts a lot and it is means a lot to you, so don't pressure yourself. So common mistakes that people do for self grooming are like over grooming or under grooming. What is that over grooming? Over grooming is people think that, as we are discussing in the beginning of this session, we were talking about that over grooming in the sense of they make a move, and they make a move, and end of the day they don't know where to invest and what to get, and just going to the official parties, and you're not party for interview. If you're going for an interview, you're not supposed to put very heavy makeup. Also, you're not supposed to wear very shining and very classic kind of shining materials. You're not supposed to wear. So sometimes keep putting very heavy makeup, that is really make people to look very odd when you go for interview. Similarly, when you go for any parties or any kind of functions, family functions or anything, and you wear subtle, and so that may look very bad for you. Maybe the dresses which you choose, so that you need to be make yourself. For example, just like your parents want about finding a balance in life, grooming also demands modernization. Over grooming can lead to unhealthy obsessions. You Yes, we are looking at you, over jealous pluckers. You don't want to end up with skin that doesn't suit whatever you wear. That oversized coat you're going to any interview, you're wearing oversized dresses, and it looks so fluffy, and it doesn't look very good. So next thing is ignoring your skin and hair needs. Maybe you're wearing a subtle and a good and very expensive dress, and you forgot to groom your hair, how it looks. Maybe you forgot to wash your face. Maybe you're rushing out and it's very sweaty. Will the interview people like to? No, they're obviously not going to like your presence, and they feel you're not fit for the job before you give the interview. So concluding to this topic, we are going to say few things, and that is embracing your personal growing journey is more important when it comes to personal or professional life. Setting personal grooming goals is most important. Your grooming journey is like a personal playlist. It should be unique to you. Start by setting achievable self grooming. It's not like one day you just you just do everything to yourself, and the next day you keep, oh no, I don't do it. I'm lazy. I'm feeling very tired, so I'm not going to do it. No, you are not supposed to do that. Do that. Success never come within a day. You need to be consistent. You give your hard work. So similarly, self-groom is the same thing. Just one day we don't get anything. So having said that, perfect skincare routine and mastering the art of the perfect winch eyeliner, that wing we put right for, usually I don't use. Usually girls they put here the wing the nose, so they don't come in a single day. They practice back to back. That's how it comes. Then continuing education and adopting self-grooming. If you don't know, learn it. Knowledge is an ocean. It's always have so much of things that you can ever, always you learn. So having said that, that is that. And as we come up to the end of this video session, you might ask me, Sneha, I do have a couple of questions. Can you help me with that? Certain questions which are generally that comes to people, I just had a list of it, and I'm just going to talk about it. How often should I groom my hair and skin? You may ask me. Grooming frequently can vary based on individuals' needs and hair skin type. Generally, it's recommended to wash your hair every 2 days, or while skin routines should be followed daily, twice. Moisturizing, it always depends. For it's brush and take bath twice a day. It help you, and it also helps for people who give fresh look. It always depends people to people. It's not like a simple thing that you can do this grooming and other stuffs. So next thing you may ask me, what are some essential grooming products I should have? As we discussed, like the maybe the trimmers, nail chippers, and what else? We need deodorant, sunscreen, moisturizer. So it will go. It's always it's on based on your requirement, and make sure you don't overgroom, don't undergroom as well. How can you improve my, and you can ask me the third question, how can I improve myself groom tips? The first step to groom is start today, and you yourself learn. You are the best teacher and tutor for yourself when it comes to skin and hair care, because every individual person in this world is different, and their skin care and their health is very much different. So you are the best mentor for yourself. So you can improve yourself day by day. You understand yourself. Next is like will it you may ask me whether that grooming affect or affect your mental health. Obviously not, as I consider engaging in regular grooming can significantly boost your self-esteem. Self-esteem we will discuss in the next upcoming videos, and also promote a positive self-image. The self-image topic also we will talk in the upcoming videos, contributing a overall mental well-being. Talking times for self, at least like talking self-care through grooming can also serve as a stress relief for you. So having said that, I hope you like this video. So if you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel, and like, share, and your support and appreciations is always needed, and which will boost me more. And in upcoming videos we will can talk about more topics which are like this. And thank you so much for watching this video. Have a beautiful day. Stay safe, be safe. I'm Sneha Pranav. You're watching Brihaspati. Be the best version of yourself. Bye bye.